over here. So it's me and Harry. We're here hanging out, and this is my first video for my video blog journey. And the purpose of video blogging for me is to share my story with you, and hopefully it will benefit some of you and encourage you and give you some hope. And I'm pretty new at this, so I have to bear with me with my annoying mistakes that I'll probably make, like zooming in or not having my head in the picture, which may or may not be happening right now. So my intention of doing this is partially for myself, because it's been many years since I've known that I could benefit from journaling, and for whatever reason I just don't do it. I get started on it and I go about 3-4 days, sometimes a little bit longer, and then that's it, it's over. So this is a new thing for me to try, and I'm hoping that it's going to go better than my handwriting thing. So anyways, today is Friday, the end of the world day, supposedly, and I'm actually happy that the world as we have known it is ending and a new way is upon us. We have the opportunity to do things differently in a way that serves us better and serves our fellow mankind better. And most of you who already know me know I'm all about love and happiness and helping one another, and animals, of course, and music and art and beauty and Renaissance fair and fairies, and most importantly, God and my relationship with Him. So to start off with, I'm going to be making probably a series of videos of my story, my history, from when I was a little girl and all the way until now. And I'm in my 50th year, which is pretty awesome, and it's just been getting better and better. I mean, there's some things that I still have to get over, the hurdles, and get around the obstacles that have been there, but I'm very hopeful for my future of the desires that I've held in my heart that are coming to pass. I guess I'll start with one of the most important things in my life currently, and that is the horse rescue that I help with, Destination Safe Haven in Marengo, Illinois, in the United States, for you worldwide friends. Jennifer Finkelman and Deb Novak are the two ladies who run it, and I'm very grateful for the day that I met them and the years that we've enjoyed being closer than friends in some ways. And yesterday we lost our very big, large, wonderful friend Ripley, our Belgian, who came to us a couple years back now, who he just wasn't present. He was so far within himself because of the pain and the rejection that he was enduring. And there are two of my favorite moments with Ripley that I want to share. And one is a short time after he came to us, I saw him cantering in the field, and I saw the happiness and the release and the joy that he had of being in a new place and feeling that newness, and hopefulness is what I felt when I saw him running. And of course I got all teary, because I do that. And the other moment, which is just as precious, is when I was giving a tour one day to some visitors, and Ripley came over to the fence like, she's telling you my story. And what I was telling them was how he was in a place where the other horses were preventing him from eating because they knew that he was sick. He had lymphedema, which was in his leg, making it the size of a tree trunk, and it was horrible to see even at its best day. Um, but most of all, he just didn't have any sense of himself, of knowing that people loved him and valued him. And so I encouraged everyone at the farm to, whenever they were near him or even thought of him, that they would speak out words, which I believe are the most powerful weapon that we have, is our ability to speak what we want in our lives and what we need to express. Our words are crucial to where we are going in our lives and a reflection of where we've been. So he was forward. You could see it in his eyes. You could see the difference in him. And it was such a joy to know that it was because Jennifer and Deb recognized his value and his worth, and they took the time and the funds and the energy and took care of him and tried everything that they could to make him comfortable and to heal him. And I believe that he did move into a greater place of healing and wholeness, starting in his soul. He knew that he was loved, and we have had so many great memories with Ripley, and our journey with him has taught us a lot. So I want to dedicate my very first video to him and to the girls at the farm and all our volunteers. That means so much, and all the people who have crossed paths with Destination Safe Haven and have contributed, even if it was just a good thought. But especially those who are out there every day freezing their butt off or sweating their butt off and doing what needs to be done for these animals, those behind the scenes that maybe aren't physically at the farm, but their hearts are. And I just want to say thank you to Deb and Jennifer and to everyone at Destination Safe Haven for giving me the priceless experience of being part of something bigger than myself, and that involved one of the greatest passions that I have, and that is horses. So that's pretty much where I want to go with that. I'd like to back up just a little bit and explain how I met the girls at the farm. And one of the most important turning points in my life was when I had seen the movie The Secret, and it made sense to me what they were explaining concerning the law of attraction and the power of your words and your thoughts. And I had the opportunity of being at a meeting where the speaker understood the importance of intention and asking and receiving. So we wrote on cards 5 or 6 things, I think, of things that we wanted to come into our lives. And one of the things on my cards was I wanted horses in my life. And after the meeting, we basically said a prayer and released our intention. And I, from that point, when I thought of it or spoke about it, would say things like, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm going to have horses in my life. And 6 months later, they sent us the cards so that we could see how things progressed from that action that we took. And I have to admit that of the things that I wrote, the most prevalent was my desire to have horses in my life. And that's what I spoke about mostly. The other things I don't recall speaking about them very much. So it was at that time that I had been going to Renaissance Fair and was talking with some friends, Stephen Goonie Goo Goo, holla, and Steve said, you need to talk to Talon because his wife has a horse rescue. And I had been telling them how I didn't know how it was going to happen, but God was going to give me horses. So I talked to Talon, and I'll never forget the look on his face when I went up to him and said, dude, I hear your wife has a horse rescue and I'd love to help. You know, can I get hooked up with her? And he just kind of stared at me like, really? You want to help? And I came to learn later that Talon, Tim, and Mark, who is Jennifer's husband, Tim being Deb's husband, were pretty fried out with helping at the farm. It wasn't their passion, but their wives are their passion, so they would help to the point of not even wanting to hear the word farm or horse or rescue again. So I met the girls when they were doing a pony party, and I don't really know what they thought of me in that moment. I should probably ask them and hear how they remember meeting me. But it was my joy to come to the rescue and see what they were doing. And as Jennifer would say, it is not the Taj Mahal, but it has love, and that is so the truth. So my journey with Destination Safe Haven, you'll probably hear more about it, and you'll probably hear more about the horses that I love there, every single one. I never knew that I could know 35 horses' names, let alone 50, and be able to point them out in a pasture. I still struggle with a couple of them, but over the years there have been just many moments where I've recognized the importance of my making that connection with them, for myself as well as for them. And it has been just a wonderful time that I look forward to making many more memories with them and the horses there. And I hope that you'll consider how you can help someone who's helping someone else, how you can come alongside of someone who you see is tired and weary from whatever battle they're fighting or whatever work they're giving themselves to. So with that, I look forward to hearing your comments about my first video, and I really hope my head isn't cut off, so because I'm posting it anyways. Okay, well, blessings to you all. I'm sending love to the whole wide world, of which you are included, and I pray for your highest good and for the good of this whole wide world, that we will all know love to our deepest core and share it with everyone that we meet. Signing off. Ciao.